extremely excited about the class that we are signing, both 2 scholarships and as our preferred guys. All of them are great fits for not only the university but our program, and can't say enough good things with the transition that happened right in the middle of recruiting season for our staff to hold everything together, keep recruiting right on through Christmas and January to get these extra guys all signed up and be a part of our program. The staff did a tremendous job of working through all that, at times being shorthanded. So we got some help from some of our younger coaches, and had some tremendous help from down on campus. So our food services during our recruiting visits, the guys in the motor pool getting everybody set up for our recruiting trips. And then obviously our admissions team does a fantastic job during our visits. All the faculty that helped us out, staff that helped us out during our visits, to give everybody all the information that they need to know exactly what Michigan Tech is all about, so that they're not just hearing it from the football staff, was tremendous as well. So we are very much about giving as much information to these families as they need to make the right decision for themselves. I think a lot of times in recruiting, people are told what they want to hear, trying to get sold on certain things. We want to put everything right out in front of our student athletes and their families, so that they know when they ultimately choose to come to Michigan Tech, they're making the right decision for every reason, whether it be socially, academically, or athletically. So, going into recruiting, we needed to fill some voids on the offensive and defensive line. I think we did that. Very happy with the guys we have coming in on both fronts. Took care of the box needs on the second level, on the defensive side of the ball as well. And on top of that, our wide receiver room right now is getting to that point where they've got a year or 2 left in terms of our experience there. So we reloaded at the skill spots on offense as well. Bringing in a very talented quarterback who's going to be a difference maker at some point here, and we're very thrilled to have him here as well. So every need that we went into, we took care of in terms of the places that we had highlighted. And of course, we've got some guys coming in at other positions that we're excited about as well. Not only filling holes, but just getting the most talented guys that we can to make our football team better. The class that we're signing right now, obviously, we would love to be able to redshirt everybody. So I'm not sure that there's going to be any, direct correlation to what changed on the field next year with the class that we're bringing in. But with the new rule that's coming into play with freshmen being able to play and not burn a red shirt, there's probably a couple guys that we do get a chance to see from that standpoint. What our strengths were last year, obviously offensively, our skill spot was our strength with our wide receivers and what Will was able to do from the quarterback spot. We need to improve our physicality and toughness up front, so we address those needs on the offensive line. Very excited about our running back room coming back, not only with Will coming back for his senior year, but the young talent that's coming behind him. Tight end was a need for us in this class, and we addressed that with 2 that we're bringing in this year. So those guys will help that room as well. On the defensive side, we didn't have a chance to see Kenny last year because he was hurt, but we're getting him back, which is going to help everything. So getting him and Schlicht and those 2 young noses together all at the same time are going to be a positive thing. But we were able to address the D-line need as well. So the young guys that we're bringing in are going to create some depth there as well. So on the back end, we got 2 very talented corners coming in that we're excited about, along with some safety help that we're going to get there, losing Braxton. Matt Winter, guys that played a lot of football for us. We'll get some young talent to take care of those spots in the future as well. So every position that we had, our linebacker room, we're bringing out a bunch of guys that can play inside and outside. So we feel like with this class, whether it be next year, 2 years down the road, we are getting more athletic at those spots. And with what people are doing offensively now, you got to be able to run on those sides of the football, not only stop the run, but take care of the pass as well. So we feel like we address those needs too. The more that you can grasp right from the get-go, the less learning curve is, say, in the spring when we get to that point where those guys are competing to not only get on the bus, but maybe play valuable minutes for us. So the process for young guys is speeding up nowadays with the 7-on-7s. A lot of guys are playing football year-round, so they're around the game more. The strength and conditioning has changed at the high school level, not only with their high school programs, but private facilities as well. So guys are more physically mature in their first year of football. When they get to the college level, we're not having to grow up so many guys when they get on the campus, although that does happen. So people are more physically ready to play in year 1, which did not happen going back a handful 10 years ago, especially at our place. You do not get a week off in this league. It doesn't matter who you're playing, top to bottom. There's no question we play in the toughest football conference in the country. So our guys know that. When we go out recruiting, our recruiting pool may be a little bit smaller because of the academic requirements that we have here, but that does not change how competitive we are, not only as a staff, but in the entire program. So you're going out to recruit the best of the best in the classroom socially, but then you got to go recruit guys that are capable of playing football games, not only competing on Saturdays, but beating some of the best talent in Division II as well. So a little bit more challenging, but at the same time, we feel like we get to recruit the type of kid that is going to do the right things, compete on the football field, compete in the classroom, and then socially take care of their business out in the community as well. This is a special place. I mean, you get a first-class education, ready to go out in the workforce, whatever you're doing afterwards, whether that be getting a job, grad school. The benefits that you get from a Michigan Tech degree are incredible moving out of here. So it's not only the jobs that you can get, but the connections that you make up here, the networking through internships, co-ops, or just being a part of the Michigan Tech football team and getting to know some of the alums, incredible that way. So you get to play in the best conference in college football at this level. So if you're a competitive guy wanting to play scholarship football, that should sell itself. And then, to embrace where we are located, everything that entails, whether it be the snow or the water and the weather in the summertime, everything that goes into being a student athlete at Michigan Tech, you got to be able to buy into that part as well. So incredibly special place. The community support from our administration, everybody down on campus, you couldn't ask for anything better.